Welcome, my friends, to your weekly tarot forecast for January 2nd to the 8th, 2022, our first weekly forecast of the new year. I hope that your year is off to a good start and you're taking it as slow as you need to or want to take it right now, especially because today we have a new moon in Capricorn, and this is always a low energy time. So our new moon in Capricorn, our first new moon of the year, is coming to us this afternoon. It perfects at 1:33 p.m. ET, and brings us officially into the first lunar cycle of 2022. So we are done officially with 2021 and we can really move forward now. So Capricorn is the goal-oriented, ambitious boss of the zodiac, and this new moon is coming to us with quite a lot of Capricorn energy. So of course we have the sun and the moon in Capricorn at the same degree, and also Venus and Pluto in this sign as well. So this new moon is really highlighting our true values and really asks us to get real and be honest with ourselves about what it is we want at this point and what might be standing in our way of us really committing to it. So new moons are, of course, just not necessarily a time to take action or even like have a specific sort of like plan, but they are a time to really just look inward. We have a window into our unconscious with the sun and the moon overlapping in the sky, and just get clear on what it is you see for yourself. So it's a powerful time for meditation and just allowing a plan to emerge from inside of you, no forcing, right? So this new moon is also forming a trine to Uranus in Taurus, so quite a lot of earth energy to this new moon, and just a lot of supportive energy for bringing in the new and being willing to and open to change. We're ready for change. Also today, Mercury is entering Aquarius. It entered Aquarius at 2:09 a.m. ET, so it's going to be there until about January 25th, and this is the sign we're able to turn retrograde later on in this month. It is already in shadow, so not really a time to plan, right? Not a time to make commitments so much, apart from just the commitment that we make to ourselves and what it means to show up for ourselves moving forward. Mercury in Aquarius allows us to be detached from our emotions, and that can be really supportive sometimes, and it can also, help us. It can also cause us to check out in certain moments. So just be really mindful of that. The blessing of Aquarius is that it is so innovative, and it of course comes after Capricorn in the zodiac and sort of asks, us to think about the structures in our lives and how serviceable they actually are. Like, okay, so you learned how to make a bunch of money. So like, what are you doing with that money? Like, how are you benefiting the world? Aquarius is all about the greater and higher good, right? It's sort of about like leaning into a deeper sense of purpose with Mercury in Aquarius. So we'll hopefully be able to wrap our heads around, a bigger picture perspective or just a deeper sense of our why while Mercury is in Aquarius retrograde. Let's pull some cards for this week ahead. The Five of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and Temperance. Temperance. So really easing into the new year and being gentle with ourselves as we are truly mixing together the old truth with the new truth. Temperance asks that we take it slow and that we not get frustrated by what is not working. It might be really easy to get overwhelmed right now. We might feel so far away from our idea of fulfillment, so far away from what it is we want. Things might actually be really challenging for a lot of us right now. But this is just a time to really lean into our healing practices and really make space for, staying in touch with that big picture vision. That's what temperance is all about. It's just as much to me about, alchemy and magic and creativity and being really present with the process of building something new, something that's maybe never been created before, as it is about seeing what it's kind of all about. It's not about one extreme. It's not about the other extreme. It's not about choosing anything so much at all, but it's about creating something entirely new. And with the Five of Pentacles, this can be kind of an all-consuming energy where we're like, I am doing the most and it's not working. Like what's going on? What am I doing wrong? We can feel alone. We can feel isolated, we can feel down on ourselves, we can just feel really like not in touch with our vitality and our joy. And the Lord of Material Happiness coming in here, it's like we have this sort of like really interesting idea of two different polarities, like our self as like this, you know, maybe it's like a part of us that is just like not worthy of what it is we want and has a really hard time doing things that we actually want to do and that we actually feel like is aligned with our purpose, and acquiring the resources that we need to be that. And this version of ourselves that's like living the dream. If you have these like two distinct ideas of yourself right now that you're kind of like wavering between, and you're like, how do I get to, you know, how do I get there? You are getting there just by being aware of your thinking around this, just by being aware of the ways that you might get stuck in certain thought cycles or get stuck in certain habits or patterns. Your awareness is all you need right now to create something totally new of yourself this year. New year, new you. And it doesn't happen by latching on to anything outside of you or deciding anything too much or making some like clear set plan. It's about doing the most authentic thing for you. Like what do you just feel like you need to do this week? What do you feel like you're kind of like creating anew in your life? All you need to do is be aware of that, you know, like letting go of the how and staying in touch with that, you know, this is what I am becoming. And I don't need to have a fucking perfect plan if one isn't there. But maybe you can look inside yourself today at this new moon in Capricorn, all about plans, all about structured goals, and just consider, what is it all for at the end of the day? Who am I becoming? Not even thinking about the material realm at this point, but just thinking about, what is that fulfilled version of me? The Lord of Material Happiness and the Lord of Material Trouble. It's all about the feeling, right? It's not about what we're doing to create that. It's about the feeling. And that's what new moons are all about, getting in touch with the feeling. And that pulls us forward. With Mercury and Aquarius, this is a really supportive energy for actually installing new routines and practices, because this is fixed air, right? So we are making things real, new things real, and being able to understand what we need to do to make things real. But this doesn't happen overnight. It's a gentle process that we are guided in, like that temperance, like it's an angelic quality. We're not alone. And it can be really easy to feel alone in the energy of the Five of Pentacles. It can be really easy to compare ourselves to other people in the Five of Pentacles. It can be really easy to be focused on and stuck on lack. But that's not all there is. That's not what's going to pull you forward and out. Tiny little baby steps to just get a little bit better, feeling a little bit better. That's how to generate momentum. The Fool coming in for our first new moon of 2022. A fresh slate. So what would you set out to do today, in this moment? What would you set intention for if you literally knew that you couldn't fail? If you literally just knew that you setting that intention and saying, I want this, I'm going to set out on this journey, I want this, was enough to set in motion a ripple effect of energy that aligns you with all of the support that you need, all the resources that you need. It sent enough of a message to the universe to bring it all back to you. It's not a time to think about a plan with the Fool. It's just a time to really connect with our truth. What do I just want? A fanciful energy, like a very, naive, innocent kind of energy. That serves us today. To really give ourselves free reign, to just be in this moment and say, what's next for me? What is next for me? What do I feel called to do? A very, very forward momentum energy. We do not need to know the how. If thinking about the how is bogging you down and feeling like it's holding you back from experimenting, exploring, letting your curiosity lead you, then just be a little more present right now. Let's pull a spell casting oracle card. As the snow blasts around outside of my home. Home. Cool. I love that. Home is definitely where the heart is. It's a place of security, protection, comfort, and sanctuary. And for you, there's nothing better than the feeling of being at home. As idyllic as that sounds, the reality of the home is sometimes far harsher, with disagreements, interruptions, or no time to call your own. But feeling like an outsider is hard for anyone looking in. Five of Pentacles. So it's time to breathe new energy into your dwelling space by enhancing the ambience with peace, warmth, and happiness. Retreating within your newly energized home for a while will restore you to the full strength required to face the outside world. Someone's trying to make themselves at home. Put your boundaries in place. Clear out any clutter. A house sale goes through. Maybe someone needs to hear that. Yeah, okay, cool. I like that. I love that. For the first new moon of 2022, home is where the heart is. And it's a day to connect with your heart, your truest heart of hearts. Let your heart be your guide. My loves, I am sending you all of my love as we move forward into the first lunar cycle of 2022 and beyond.